I encourage you to do one thing this summer. Just one thing. Save up your money, spend a day, spend a night, spend a weekend, hell, spend a week in a super high-end luxury hotel. Because sometimes you have to submerge yourself, touch it, feel it, smell it, see it, experience it, visualize it.
There's nobody different than you and me because we all put on our pants one leg at a time. I've yet to see somebody wake up, jump out of bed, and jump straight in with both legs into their pants to go to work. Not once did I ever think on my 2025 bingo card that I would be live up close inches away from an SP3 Daytona Ferrari. Just get yourself there. See yourself there. You're not a visitor or passenger anymore. You're in it. You go to this hotel, you are in it because you paid for the room, you paid for the experience. You're part of that environment and community now. You're not just a passer through. You're in it. You're part of it. And then you expand from there to grow towards your goal.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is the End-to-End Podcast, and I'm your host, Dr. Young Win, also known as Ninja or Prolific Ninja by my family and friends. And because my fans are my friends, you can call me Ninja too. This is the End-to-End Podcast, the alpha to the omega, the beginning to the end, time of life, motivation, drive, success, self-improvement, and offering you morsels in this all-you-can-eat buffet called life. Back in the studio again, a day late, but not a dollar short. Definitely not a dollar short, but day late. Have been out of town over the past week or so, several weeks. Been traveling 7 out of the last 8 weeks. Just working my ass off, gearing up for the now second half of the year, even though we just started May, which coincidentally is my birthday month. Happy birthday month to me. I got a big surprise birthday present for myself that I'm going to share with y'all in not too long. But anyway, back in the studio. Glad to be back, connecting the dots for you. Before I get into the trucks and the meat of the show, I want to start the show as I start every day. If you're new to the show, I'm a physician, a lawyer, business guy, several business interests. We do a lot of things. But before I do any of that, every morning when I wake up, when I open my eyes, I thank God and the universe for another opportunity to hopefully be great and hopefully to have inspired at least, or the ability to inspire at least one person to live to their fullest controllable potential, because a lot of things are outside of our control, or we believe them to be, but we try to encourage people to live to their fullest controllable potential. And with that, I want to thank you all my family and friends, supporters of the show who have been liking, commenting, following, specifically sharing the show since we started over 3 years ago. We have not missed a beat. We have not skipped a week. I like that. We have not missed a beat, have not skipped a week. In over 3+ years of getting these episodes to you, you know, one thing I learned is I think we're on episode 160 something. Mr. Beast, who is a massive online celebrity content creator, he didn't catch on till show 455. Did 455 episodes before his curve went up. So here we are, not even close to halfway to that. So we are encouraged to keep putting out content for you for free. I do this on my own dime, on my own time. And so the only way we grow the show is if you all like, comment, follow, and share the show. Boost the algorithm and get it out there. And the way we work is on a karmic exchange, which means if you learn something from this show or any other show, please do share the show, or else you're going to owe me a karmic debt. And trust me, you do not want to owe me a karmic debt. I don't want you to owe me a karmic debt. So please do share the show, or alternatively, visit all the projects that I'm working on. So westsuitlaw.com, it's my law firm. CuraConnector.com, it's our health IT platform that we are the title sponsor on June 12th, coming up in Austin here at the Capitol Factory. Health Supernova. Legacy X token, which is a cryptocurrency around estate planning on the blockchain. And then, of course, PFASinjuryattorney.com, which is cancer. We're helping cancer clients who've been affected by this forever chemical that's in the water. It's everywhere. So if you know anybody with cancer, please send them to the website. So that is the way we run this show. Today's episode, gosh, man. You know, I one of the earliest episodes I ever did on this podcast was the idea of going to a super luxury high-end hotel. And as summertime rolls around, for many of you all out there, kids are out of school. If you have kids or whatever, it's summertime. I encourage you to do one thing this summer. Just one thing. Save up your money, spend a day, spend a night, spend a weekend, hell, spend a week in a super high-end luxury hotel, like a 5-star something. And here it would be Post Oak Hotel. Wherever you are, it might be the Four Seasons, wherever you are, super high-end hotel. And why would I suggest that? Well, I'll give you an example. This past weekend, I was in a car rally, and it was no ordinary car rally. And if you know me, I love cars. I have several cars. If you follow my socials, you'll see that I have my McLaren 650S, Spider, a couple other ones that I don't post a lot. I'm not like that, but I have cars. So we're invited by the Exotics Network out of Austin, Texas. Shout out to the Exotic Networks. If you're listening to this, please tag them in the show. Shout them out a little bit. They do a phenomenal job. There was a GT race series going on at the Circuit of Americas, also known as COTA, just outside of Austin, F1 racetrack. And so they had a car rally. They brought in cars, car groups from El Paso, Dallas, Austin, Houston, Corpus Christi, San Antonio, the Valley in Texas. All these cars came together in this massive, massive car rally in Austin, Texas at COTA. And why do I say this to you? And why do I tell you to go stay at a 5-star super high-end hotel? Because sometimes you have to submerge yourself, touch it, feel it, smell it, see it, experience it, visualize it. These ultra rare opportunities or environments that you normally would expect that you could not get to in order to realize that you can actually get there. Right? That was the premise of the episode around going to a high-end hotel, is get there and understand how people at that level act, think, feel, conduct themselves, behave, speak, their mannerisms, how they operate in these super exclusive environments. Same thing with this massive car rally. Again, the Exotics Network out of Austin. Fantastic event. Very well put together, very organized. We spent a day or so just in a car rally. We're parked there on the condos. The next day, we're VIP guests for the race. And then finally, we get to get on the track and take some parade laps over, 200 to 250 exotic, super high-end supercars on the track, just going for laps on the track.
Probably, I couldn't even fathom a guess, but do the math, over $100 million plus in cars. And why does that matter? How does that relate to the 5-star hotel? So for me, having achieved a certain level, and if you've listened to this podcast, you understand that at every level, there are subcategories of levels, right? You might get an entry-level Porsche, but then there's the Bugatti, right? You might become a vice president, but then there's a senior VP. So there are levels at every level up. There's some little levels along the way. And at this car rally, it's the same thing. You have cars of different level, people at different levels in their personal lives. And it's not a comparison or a measuring stick. Absolutely not. It's a visualization of what you can achieve, what you can get to. Because why? Other people have gotten there. And those other people are no different than you or me. It's an expression I learned when I was young. There's nobody different than you and me because we all put on our pants one leg at a time. I've yet to see somebody wake up, jump out of bed, and jump straight in with both legs into their pants to go to work. Everybody puts their pants on one leg at a time, which means they're no different than you or me. However, there were Bugattis there. There was a Enzo Ferrari. If you don't know cars, look them up. These are super high-end, extraordinarily rare cars. They had a Daytona SP3 Ferrari, top of the line. I mean, that's my go-to car on one of my whole, if I had a Mount Rushmore of cars, an SP3 Daytona Ferrari is up there. Right? But I had not actually ever seen one before, up close and personal. I'd never seen much less seen the driver of one. And so my point is why to go to this 5-star hotel? Why do I bring up this car rally? Because now in my mind, now that I've smelt it, felt it, touched it, looked at it, got into the environment, got into the vibration of it, I know that I can get an SP3 Daytona one day. I know that I can get an Enzo Ferrari one day. I know I can go get a Bugatti one day. Not there yet, but on the path. Because seeing it, feeling it, touching it, being in the moment, understanding what it is, understanding what it takes, the personality types, what it takes to get to that level, helps program you in that mindset to get to that level. Same thing with staying in an ultra luxury hotel. Seeing it, touching it, feeling it, experiencing it, it's right in front of you. And I'm looking at the drivers or the owners of these cars. They look just like anyone else. Just like anyone else. You wouldn't even spot the difference if in a room of random strangers. Which means it's achievable. There's nothing special about. I don't mean that in a literal way. I mean, they might be special in terms of how they think or the things they do or how they approach life, but in terms of just what I observed, they're normal, everyday people just like you and me. I'm a normal, everyday person just like you. Nothing special. However, they worked their asses off, I'm sure. They did all the things they could possibly do to bring value to other people. They got fucking paid for it, and now they drive one of the most rarest exclusive cars in the world. It's really that simple. So coming away from that rally, gosh, I was so encouraged and enthusiastic. My ambition levels went out the roof. So driven now because I've seen it. Not once did I ever think on my 2025 bingo card that I would be live up close inches away from an SP3 Daytona Ferrari. That car's, I don't know, $4 or $5 million. Next to an Enzo Ferrari, again, $2, $3, $4, $5 million. Next to a Bugatti, again, $4 or $5 million. Next to all these Lambo SVJs, each over $1 million each, or up to $1 million each. Tens of them, along with all the other 200 plus cars that were on the track. An incredible moment. Incredible experience. Loved every second of it. Right? But beyond the experience of being on the track with all these enthusiasts, all like-minded individuals who share a common love for cars, which is why I love cars so much, is the idea that all of this is achievable. Because people are doing it. Regular people, and regular I put in quotes because I don't mean regular, but like regular everyday people, your neighbor, whoever, are doing these things, these great things, to earn that level of lifestyle. And so again, I encourage you over the summer, make some time, plan some time. There was a day back when I was little, I would just go to a Porsche dealership when it was closed. I'd ride my bike up there. There was one not too far from my house. Ride my bike up there and just walk the parking lot when they were closed, just so I could be next to it and see it and just be there. And so my first car I bought was a Porsche when I had the money. Right? You got to know the goal is obtainable in order to go after the goal. If I sat there and never saw this SP3 and Daytona Ferrari, and it was just a figment of my mind, man, I would like to have one day. Man, I've never seen one, so I don't know. It's just this random thought. There's no target. Now that I've seen it, and it's like, wow, it's right there. It's like, it's right there. Now I know I can go get it. So again, I encourage you over the summer, put yourselves in the environments of where you think you want to go to. Luxury hotel, luxury resort, whatever your budget can afford. And if you need to stretch a little bit, but put yourself in that environment. I promise you, it will change the way you feel about that particular goal or that particular symbolism of your personal success. It just puts you there. It puts it into this abstract thought, into the full reality that you can touch it and feel it. And I promise you, it'll change the way you're approaching your goals. If you're not driven at that point, then maybe your goals aren't the right ones. Maybe that's not what you really are wanting. Maybe that's what you believe society wants you to have, but it's not your authentic goal. But if it is your authentic goal, oh man, you're going to come away like, let's get to work. Man, I can't wait. It's Saturday, freaking let's get started. Don't wait for Monday. That's how you're going to feel. On the drive home from Coda, it's an hour and a half drive or so. I couldn't get home fast enough to get started on planning some more shit. Could not go fast enough. I was hauling ass, by the way, but could not go fast enough because I was so motivated and driven after having seen one of my holy grails of cars, actually three of them, three of my top, let's say 5, right there in person, literally inches away from them. You follow my socials, the Prolific Ninja on Insta or End-to-End Podcast, you'll see. Or Prolific Ninja on X. I'll post them eventually if I want to. They are literally, we're right there. Literally right there. Now I'm programmed to understand that entirely obtainable because I touched one. I felt it. The vibe, the experience, the now I can visualize myself sitting in the driver's seat of one. Or all 3, actually. And that visualization now puts me, it puts me in that environment. You see, your mind doesn't tell the difference between what your mind's eye sees and what your real eye see. It doesn't notice the difference. This physical reality can be the same as your mental reality. Your mind does not know the difference. So when you see yourself blended in an idea that I'm touching the car, but I'm seeing myself in it, your mind is already seeing yourself in it. It's actualizing it. It's bringing the vibrations and the frequency of you being in that environment that you're wanting to be in. So the takeaway is you can achieve anything you want. Anything you want. I believe everyone on this earth, the likelihood of you being you, me being me, is like 1 in a trillion, whatever that number is. Think about that. Biologically speaking, you're 1 in multi-billion sperms that came out of your dad, and you're 1 out of tens of thousands of eggs that came from your mom. Do that math. Your life is meaningful. The rarity of you is exceptionally unlikely, meaning that it's very unlikely you were to exist unless you were special, is what I'm trying to say. So everybody has a gift. Find your gift, apply it, do something with it, make your dreams achievable. But along that way, along those steps, submerge yourself in the environment of what you want to become. Simple as that. Touch it, feel it, breathe it, smell it, feel it, experience it, get in it, see it, like all overwhelm your senses with whatever you're wanting to get. But you have to get yourself in the environment to do that. The buzz around these supercars, the people that were there, there were thousands of people. It was just an amazing vibe. All that energy around cars, believe it or not, solidified the idea that these ultra rare, ultra symbolic, ultra, they're not status symbols because they're more than that. It's just the rarity and the exclusivity, all of that. You see me clenching my fists if you're watching. Like, it's just like right there in front of you, in front of me. And I'm driven more than ever this summer. You can be too. Just get yourself there. See yourself there. You're not a visitor or passenger anymore. You're in it. You go to this hotel, you are in it because you paid for the room, you paid for the experience. You're part of that environment and community now. You're not just a passer through. You're in it. You're part of it. And then you expand from there to grow towards your goals, okay? So this summer, submerge yourself in environments you want to become accustomed to and see yourself there as a permanent fixture. Great to bring an episode of the End-to-End Podcast to you. A day late, not a dollar short, definitely not a dollar short. In fact, we got some massive settlement checks today, so happy about that. Before I close the show, I'm going to close it as every day that I before I end the show, I'm going to close the show as I close every day, which is when my head hits the pillow and I close my eyes, last thing I think about is God in the universe and giving thanks and gratitude for another day to hopefully have been great, hopefully have inspired at least just one person to live to their fullest controllable potential, and then our mission is achieved, because that's what I like to do, is use my gifts and talents to give back this free content to you. Again, no sponsors, no ads. I say whatever I want to say, but I do spend my money and do spend my time always scrambling for time to get into the studio amongst all the other things I have to do. And so with that, don't owe me a karmic debt, okay? I'm investing a lot to give this content to you. If you found value in this episode or any other episode, please do share the show. If you're knowledge swole, share the show. That is how we grow. Do not owe me a karmic debt. Or visit any of one of my websites, westlooplaw.com, Cura, C-U-R-A, connector.com, legacyxtoken.com, pfasinjuryattorney.com. There's going to be several other .coms coming up this summer, and I'm excited to bring that to you. I'm excited to bring my birthday gift to myself to you. I'm so stoked. I'm still on cloud nine, all about it. So with that, please do share the show. If you're knowledge swole, share the show. That's how we grow. And with that, be great today, but be even more grateful. And I'm looking forward to bringing you another episode very, very soon.